It's all stuck. That's myofascial decompression. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Lin of Rehab and Physical Therapy. Thanks for tuning into this segment, and we actually have a new treat for you. We're going to call this the Active Plunging series. And it's a different way other than cupping, which is the latest craze out there. Everyone's walking around with all these bruises, and that's not necessary. What happens is, it's actually a misconception. Everyone thinks it's negative pressure, but it's the positive pressure that's creating because they're vacuuming it and they're creating those capillaries to break. Negative pressure is something more where it's just a little bit like this here and then like that. And so you don't have to end up with all those crazy bruises. Now, why is this all beneficial? This is all beneficial because we can actually take these tissues that have, soft tissue adhesions and connective tissues and then really pull. The different thing that's been going out there is everyone's been stretching and stretching and stretching. But what about just pulling it away from our tissues and bones? And that's where we're going to talk about next. And all these different principles that I've applied as well, and different application techniques are the way to go. So stay tuned and we'll get right back to you. So here are the Active Plunging series principles. 1, find the right location. 2, find the right angle. And 3, find the right amount of pull or depth. And with that, then we want to apply it in 3 other different ways. There's just the plunging way, and then there's active oscillating, or oscillating with our other hand that helps it. And then the third is active stretching or active motion. So let's use my forearm for example. And so we want to find the right location, and usually it's an area that's stuck. So sometimes we do that, and I'll show different ways to apply it, but that's a pretty good seal right there. Let's find the right angle. This looks good, and then, this angle, a little bit tougher, so let's get that. And then the right amount of pull, and that's about it. If you pull too hard, it'll pull off. If you pull too little, you won't benefit at all. So let's take some of these principles and then apply them. So we got this in this nice hold, and we can just plunge at this angle, or we can oscillate. You can see I'm actively doing this. And then the third is actually active motion. I can do this, or active stretching, and try to do this, and really free that up. So there you go, and we're gonna put this into action and go and treat someone's knee. So here we are with our very first episode. We're gonna plunge the quads and the knees. So I have over here a little bit of chapstick, beeswax. You just kind of put it around and coat it and help that seal a little bit. So remember the principles. Number 1, we want to find the right location. I always say find the right location by finding whatever's stiff. Check with your healthcare professional. Make sure this is good for you though, and get their opinion. But right here is a little bit tight, so why don't we start right there? So let's stick that right in. Got that, create that seal. I got that, right? And so we got that, then we want to find the right angle. Just like a joystick, I want to feel the right angle. This one feels a little bit tight here. So then how hard we plunge, you can kind of see that it's lifting. That's the whole idea of the decompression. We want to be able to lift that. So what we're going to do here is, like I said, we can just start with a little bit of plunging. It doesn't take long. It starts freeing up a little bit, actually right now, about 10 seconds. I like things that are quick. If you follow my active foam rolling video, I just want things to happen quickly. So now I'm going into oscillations, Oscillations created by Milton Traeger, the MD back in the day, but really works. So let's get that oscillation. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Thanks to my mentors, Greg Johnson, Kent Kaiser, and Vicky Johnson. Great. All right, so we got that, and guess what? I like to have some little action. This is more of some of the functional manual therapy principles. So go ahead and bend your knee a little bit and back down. So I just create that angle, that depth, that plunging, and you can just do a little heel slide. It's doing great. And that's, perfect. All right, that's good. Yep, and then back off. And then I can do that again. And then if I want that, it takes like a minute, right? You don't have to end up with those crazy welts from cupping. Maybe we'll have a little video for cupping versus plunging. We'll get right to that. So look at that. That feels good. Move that around here, Remington. Good. So that's great for a little. That's great. You could do this in a lot of body parts, and we'll show you more body parts. But let's get right to the kneecap. For those of you who have runner's knee, let's go right after that. So let's get right here. This is a great place for it. Let's do the same thing. Let's find the right angle. All right, so we got the location. The kneecap, sometimes so compressed. People with chondromalacia, that kneecaps compressing. So let's go right here. I found the perfect location and direction now, angle, and now I want the right pull. So that's what I'm getting right now. Okay, now what I can do is, guess what? I can plunge, right? Or I can oscillate. So that came off, go right back to it. Yep, and then you can oscillate, yeah. And then sometimes you want a nice angle. This angle works a little bit here too, so I can just do that. I can oscillate him. Good. Let's go right here. Good. Feels good, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Great. And then go ahead and pump your ankle for me. Yeah, get some of these principles going here. Right there, get that ankle. Yep, get that ankle in there, right? Good. We should have done some before and afters, but you know, you get the point. What we want to do is we want to decompress. A lot of times, you know, if you're foam rolling all the time or using the lacrosse ball, you're just creating that muscle to thin out. Think of a pizza dough. You know, you just keep thinning out that pizza dough. What about building back the structure, the nice muscular contours of the muscle bellies? So this is more related to the joint and bone, but let's take a look there. Yeah, and let's see, you know, earlier, that's a lot more free. Yep, so you want to get some better performance, this is what you got to do. All right, good. All right, so we can do that for other body parts, and you know, we're totally super excited to show you more things. So stay tuned for the next episode, and we'll get to another body part. I'm Dr. Lin, and this is Tim of Rehab and Revive Physical Therapy. Thanks again for joining us. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe below, leave a like, and share with others. And then if you have any questions or any other thought processes, please email us at rehabandrevivemedia@gmail.com. So rehabandrevivemedia@gmail.com. All right, I'll see you next time.